Hello and welcome to the latest episode in our hunt for every single dark shiny Pokemon. Today we have returned to Galar. Where we were trying to get a few, we know it's the hardest area to get any, so let's see if we can get some luck today. Now I've mentioned before, the majority of the time I've never really had many here. So we'll try our luck today. Hopefully we can end the streak of only Scarlet and Violet helping us. So we've got 8 at the moment, so we've got both Alolan Grimer and Muck. The whole Dino line, which we got yesterday. We got Iron Jugulus, Mightyena, Brute Bonnet, and that's it so far, which is not too bad. No. But we did discover this one area was very good last time, over in the river, where we could get our Galarian Zigzagoons and Nickets appear. So that's going to be our main area for today again. We will still try a couple on the way down. If we don't get it, we don't get it. As I was trying to do the bit where I could get all of the Scarlet ones yesterday, and well, we didn't achieve that, which is a little bit annoying. So I have to return in the future for Roaring Moon and Larvitar, or the Larvitar line. Well, actually it's just Tyranitar we need, but yeah, so that's going to be an eventual goal for us. I'm tempted just to do it next time we're in that game, which would be on Sunday, but I'm not sure yet whether just to go for some of the others that I want first and work our way back. The thing is, I can still go for some of the others in that game, it's just I need to do the exclusives really. As we know, this is the slower game, so we've got to keep going. But at least we get to see plenty, which is a good thing, and there's not too far to go in each area. Like, I was quite happy that we got the Brute Bonnet quite quickly yesterday. I'll be honest with that one. But for the most part, we spent nearly 3 sandwiches looking for Roaring Moon and got none. Bit disappointing to say the least. Now this is the one game I don't want to phase at all. I don't mind it in Legends Arceus, because it's near impossible not to, as we saw with our Golbat Tentacle in the last session there. But for the news update on there, we have perfected as much of the Pokedexes as we can. So the key thing to know is we are ready to deal with best odds ever for Murkrow, Skorupi, Stunky. Spiritomb, I needed to probably find one, get one in one of the boxes I've got, hopefully. With that, it gives me a chance, I guess. And we're actually going to knock this one out because it was a brilliant one. We don't have the animations on because they're quick. They're too slow. I'm someone who just wants to get through it as quick as possible here. We're meant to give you a better chance, but I don't know. Like I said before, I can stare at the shiny odds for this game and not have a clue what they mean anymore. I think we should be like 1 in about 1,000, but it doesn't seem to be like that. Like, let's actually have a quick look. Sword and Shield, but We'll beat this Nickit because we need to get to about 300. So according to this, if I've knocked out 1, I should be at 1 in 1,000. If I've knocked out 50, I'm at 1 in 800. And if I've knocked out 100, I'm at 1 at 600. Nickit is nearly 300, so it should put me at 1 in 500. But I'm never completely confident those numbers are real. But it's difficult because I did pretty well with Wobbuffet. That was what I want. What Nickits? Nickits, not flip bugs. So the only reason Nickit is a little bit better off is because I spent a lot of time setting it up in earlier runs when I was trying to find one just casually off the bat, pretty much. I was trying to get myself a Nickit and a Wooloo and never managed it, so... what's the thing going to turn up here? Okay, so now it is a full reset time. Which was just go here and here. Everything should reset, apart from you little annoying Yamper, which might be the mascot one day. But we're in the fun variants now. Like, the problem I've got is I need 3 of the Zigzagoons, and I believe I've managed to beat about 20. So we are playing the 1 in 1,000 odds on this, and the fact that I need 3 is not going to make this easy. So what we might do is try and knock a few out as we go. Hello Kim, how are you today? We are back to the very slow game today. Just a little bit frustrating, but I know I've got to get them. So yeah, I would love to get these in the other game. I do love my Zigzagoons. But I'm a long way off having my best odds on Zigzagoon. But we wouldn't mind getting Nickit. This is what happens when you come to the British region of Pokemon. You get raccoons. But in the end we did get 4 yesterday, which was much nicer than I thought it would be. I don't know how crowded this bottom bit's going to get, to be honest. Well, I'm okay, I'm happy. I managed to get my Switch fund budgeted a bit more. But otherwise, let's hope that you can turn things around and things will get a bit better. We know what it can be like sometimes. There are always ups and downs. And the downs are the ones that you remember and struggle through the most. It will. It's always going to get better. And you'll realise afterwards that you shouldn't have made as much of an issue with it. It's just something you learn the older you get. Everything feels like it's the worst thing that's going to ever happen, and you almost blink and then suddenly it's like, what was the problem in the past? I've seen it many times and been through it many times. And that's why you have people there who will support you and help you through without you even realising it. It's the person that will sit with you for a few hours when you're not really doing much and you don't even realise it. They're the best people, and you'll find them without even realising it as well. But we are going to try and catch you some of these cute little Pokemon, hopefully the fox. I really want the fox. I might do a bit of what we did last time, do sort of half an hour or so here and then move on to the next area. I'm still not really sure what's the smartest way to do this, if I'm honest. I've seen like people do this game and they do stick to one area, but the problem is doing the encounters can be a bit tiresome. But Nigget, no. What you should see is whether there is an Andy's Men's Club near you. They're meant to be all over the country. They are meant to be very good for people who don't think normal ways will help them. There's a group called Andy's Men's Club. And it's meant to be meetings where men of any age who are having troubles can just go and talk to other people with troubles. It's more of like, without sounding too disrespectful for it, it's a bit like an AA meeting, but for people with mental health problems. And the idea is everybody is there to support each other. There's no judgment. It's just a very open playing field, and they're meant to have them in most major cities. I don't know completely whether they're in your city. I know it started more Midlands to North. I believe they started in Peterborough, but they are like sponsored by or attached to some of the big Premier League football teams as well nowadays. And like I've seen people that I've known who have moved away from my area go to them and have a lot of success. So that could be something to look at. So it's completely free to go to. That's the other thing. It'll be, you literally just go there, you have a cup of tea, some biscuits, and just talk. And the idea is there are no wrong discussions. It's there so you can help each other. So it might be worth having a look at that. You never know. You could find something good there. But as I say, like that's the difficult thing is the medical side of it can always be difficult. They tend to treat things by a textbook, and it's very difficult to explain things. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It's not saying they're bad, it's just saying it's difficult to not sound like something they've heard 3 or 4 times in a day. Like I've said the story before, when I saw one, they just sent me to a random group and said go and see these people and hang out for a night, and it was like, what? I went to it and was completely out of place. And tried going back and they just said don't bother coming back to the actual doctors, there's nothing they can do. So that was how I reacted to it, and that was the NHS therapy, not necessarily a paid one. But then on the counter side, I would have dreaded to have grow up in the era you did when it was all, everybody was just glued to their phones and social medias. Like, we still did have to phone, and you could do a couple of texts, but you couldn't just spend all night nattering away, and it was very strange. But you never know, though. Like, as we say, like, it's very difficult to just get into that world where you understand everything that's going on and people will understand what you need. No, I didn't realise it would be that far away. I thought they were quite good at being quite close to everything, to be honest. But I don't know if there's anything similar. But again, it's... yeah. The strange one that I've seen is it won't quite work for you, is but somewhere in my area somebody made a social group, right, for a group, anyone who's between, well, they call it 20 to 30s, and they make endless amounts of events. And the idea was that it just helps people find more people to hang out with and puts more things you might try on the map, but it's a little bit more difficult for you, I guess, because of the age. But then that's where it gets difficult with all of it, really, isn't it? Like, I would imagine there's got to be something involved with the college that could help, because they need to be able to make sure that you are in a good place to just continue the studies. And after a lot of certain things that have happened in the past, I would like to think that they're pushing for more people to get a bit better and stop feeling like they're alone in their fights with any problems that they have. But then that's where it can also get complicated, because they might just see it as the studying is difficult. Well, they're not legally allowed to say anything to her. If they do, then they will lose their license and their job. And anything they do say. It's no different than if your natural doctor knew your parents or parent or mum and said something to them. Like, the only time they would ever say anything is if it's dangerous. And that is for your own good rather than anything else. But they wouldn't want to lose their license by saying that you're seeing them because you need support. But as I said, there's a lot of pressure on the next generation that wasn't as bad as it was for when I was young, and now it's just become quite terrible. Like, there was a lot of job opportunities when you started out. For example, there was chances to really get somewhere, but now it's all, you're just a number, you're just a statistic, they don't care. And once they don't care, you're out the window. But then the other side of it is, people see things that other people have and think they want that, but they don't really know how to process it. That's what they always sort of say, like, don't judge what everyone else is doing as what you should be at. You're going to always live life at your own pace. And you've come along to all of these different streams and you've got to know people who are all there to try and give you advice. So at least you're putting it out there to speak to someone, even if it's a complete stranger, which is sometimes easier. But let's put some focus on our Nickit and Zigzagoon hunts. Otherwise, they will never appear for us, and I'll be doing this forever. As we also mentioned that we will be having tomorrow off, we are going to go and see Mickey 17. So that should be quite fun. It looks a bit bonkers. It is by the Parasite director, so I'm intrigued to see what we get, with lots of bits and bobs of it getting delayed for some bit of time. We don't care. We'll miss one, we'll come back and hopefully get some more. Go away, bugs. We don't want the bugs. That's maybe next month. We might do bugs. It's spring bugs does sort of work, I guess. So yeah, that's one of the theories we could try. But the other thing you also have to remember is there's just a lot going on. As in, you struggle when the numbers are a bit higher, or you just get frustrated that they're low as such. Because I get it, because at the moment you're trying to reach the affiliate, which is the frustration part of it. Nice. I guess it will be one where you have to go to New Zealand to play it early. That's the joke going around the internet today anyway. As all the games technically get released in New Zealand before anywhere else. I don't think GTA 6 is going to come out on the Switch though. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. And as you said, you saw in the Discord, I sold my PS4 today. So. Well, did they split the price for GTA 6? Is it really going to be that £100? The thing I found with the numbers, which is quite complicated to really understand, is I can put your stream on just lurking while doing something else, or even when I'm streaming, and when I go in there it'll still say the number's only 1. And you should count as 1. And I should count as 2. But it doesn't seem to recognise that as 2 different viewers. Even if I've got it tabbed open with the volume on, I might put the volume on like 1% just so it tries to say that I'm there, rather than if I put it on mute it will say I'm not there. That's why I don't put it on mute. I've seen it with others though, like even my own. So you don't always worry. As I say, it's very difficult because you're doing what I was trying to do at the beginning, where I just wanted to hit the affiliate level. And once you hit the affiliate level, it really doesn't matter if your numbers are low, because you can't lose it. But again, your Fortnite is so difficult to make an impact in. Then there's like the drawback, of like some people want to just play with other people online, and you've done that with a couple of them. They've come in and played and seem to be going quite well, but then you go offline and they want to go and find someone else to play with almost, and that's the other downside. And then if it's the grind to ranked, you pretty much will have to be talking the whole way through the stream if you're doing that, I think. I think that's the best way to do it, because you've got to describe what you're doing. But then if you're doing that when a funny clip happens, you've got it ready. If that makes sense, instead of it being, oh, I should have been talking during that minute. Because then you've missed the chance for the clip and you've got to then maybe narrate it. Like you've seen some of the funniest clips from other streamers. And that's that's a bit frustrating, because I get it and I don't. It's frustrating because they probably want to stop people not doing enough for their perspective to get to the top level. That makes sense. We'll get to the affiliate numbers. But why don't you try doing a pure 1 hour, advertise that hour quite early, and then see if everybody, or at least the 3 or 4 you need, will come in for that 1 hour, and even if they're on the screen, and see if that works. Like for example, I could look at the number today and it's been going up and down between 2 and 4 all day. And it is counting one of my accounts, seemingly, that never talks. So it's kind of like the problem with the banning of the lurking system is when it comes to drops, a lot of people will jump into a stream to lurk just so they could get the drops. Like they don't get any reward from talking. They're going to have to watch the ads unless they sub or have turbo. So Twitch is still going to make the money if they're lurking, but they need to reach the total to get that drop reward, whatever it is you're doing, however big or small they are. So I don't think it's quite... I think as long as you're on the screen, have the tab open, it might work. But it seems a bit crazy that they won't let you have the tabs open. It's mainly just to have one that I could have as a moderator account if I need it, and if I want to go and watch someone else without it being me. It's not there for any other reason. You are allowed different devices, can have it. Please don't say this is the good one. Okay, should have just ignored it. Because if something happens to... I know it's very, very unlikely because we're not big, we're just very little streamer. But if there is something happening, I've got another one I can use as a protection. As well, so you've got to be prepared for the worst, as they say in this game. I saw one of the biggest poker YouTubers have his account hacked. So, well, make sure you're okay and remember to speak to people more. Don't worry what they say. But otherwise, have a good rest of the afternoon. And I'll probably see you in some stream tonight. But hopefully we can get our shiny. Will we get one today? Will it finally happen? Will Sword and Shield give us a shiny? I think they won't because they hate me so much. What's there? Is there an item here? Nope. Nick it, come on Nick it. You know you want to be shiny for me. I can't have it always be one. Ooh. Ziggy. Come on Ziggy. You gotta be shiny for me, baby. But the more I play this game, the more I realise why I never used to shiny hunt. I do realise just how frustrating it can be. I think that's the safest word to use. Frustrating. I wish I could enjoy the random encounters, which is kind of why we ended up doing this streaming idea. Like, at the end of the day, if we're just talking about anything, it's not as slow in my head. Like, we can jump between games, we can just work our way up slowly. Like, there is no point me rushing to get all of the shinies in the fastest time possible. I'm already starting to put together a few ideas of what I want to do next year, let alone next month. So there's that. But as we said, each month I'm going to probably target a different type, which is why I'm doing a little bit of work on everything in Legends Arceus, just to perfect the dexes. Not necessarily because I need them all done, just because why not sort of attitude. They're all going to be like hunted eventually. I believe yesterday we finished off Pikachu. The things that should have been done ages ago. Like, I've had the game for 3 years. Why have I not done it? Because some of the tasks are horrible. I'm kind of working on some of the evolutions where I've got a Sylveon and Glaceon I'm working on, but I still need to catch more. Well, they're not difficult to get, I guess, because I can get Glaceon from Ice Stones I've got endless amounts of, and Sylveon is just an Eevee I can make like me a bit. I'm trying to avoid going too close to Eevees in case they do shine, and then technically that's my Umbreon. So yeah, we're trying to avoid that a bit. I'll just see if I can catch a proper evolved version. Because in all my time playing Legends Arceus, I've never had a shiny Eevee, which is bonkers to think. It's perfected. It's been perfected for probably 2 years. Which is even worse to think that I haven't managed to perfect it. But I guess that's what happens when you put a bit too much time into the games. But never mind, right. I'm also noticing the more I do these dark challenges, the more the community game tends to give me dark type Pokemon. I don't know why, it just does. And I'm trying to figure out, should I start catching them and count them as my shinies? Well, I do think this is the best area I've found for Zigzagoons and Nickets. You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to go and have a look at some Absols in a minute. We'll see whether there are any Absol spawns, because I saw it was very weather dependent, Absol. So I'm kind of scared of that one, and it would be awesome if we could get Absol early. There's a Nickit. We're going to do that because it's a Nickit. I'm quite happy to come back here after a little bit. Like, I am leaning more towards the half an hour in each area. Then after half an hour of Absol, we'll go and try Purloin, and then Pancham. I believe they were the main things we had to get. I've got my list again. There was something. Oh yes, Sharpedo. That's the only other one that's a bit annoying. So we're just going to wait till we get some bugs, and then we're going to run away to look at Absol. I did also mention that I was toying with the Lavington challenge, which is very interesting to try. I really do want to try it, but I really don't know if I've got the patience for it. But it would have to be recorded. The whole lot would be recorded. Is there a Nickit? There is. So, as we say, we're going to just do these until they run out of Nickits or Zigzagoons for me. I shouldn't waste my chance at a Nickit, really. Go Zigzagoon. Yeah, I remember when I first decided to get this game, I was trying to catch everything that I thought was new, and I ended up using an Obstagoon all the way through. the end because it was such a great Pokemon. Okay. We're not as worried if there's Zigzagoons. Like, we know how common that is. So, weather. I don't think this counts, does it? Sun. Fog, maybe, right? I can't remember. Not great weather. Cloudy. Rain. I don't. Let's have a look at this Pokedex. I've forgotten already. Let's say that we're not the best at remembering these things. Absol. So it turns up snow. It only turns up in like a snowstorm. Great. Yeah, so we are going to have to be really observant when we can get Absol. This is not the best situation for me. Let's just, like, there definitely wasn't any snow, right? Like, I got snow, but it's a snowstorm. What's this? Sun, yeah. Yeah, nope. Rain. Oh, Giant's Foot. We'll go there then. It's actually going to be quicker to go here, I think. We'll try the Giant's Foot, see whether there are some Absol. See if it's worth it. I forget that my Pokemon follows me here, right? Yes. I haven't unlocked it in the other area, because I never, in this save, I haven't got further than getting the Cubfoo. I couldn't really be bothered. So I'm hoping this will be Absol weather. Ordino. Kaleido. But anyway, what is it? Random encounters. Mime Juniors? We don't want Mime Juniors. But it is interesting to know that's where we can catch it. So, this is one of the few places that it doesn't happen. Oh dear. Typical. Just typical my luck, right? Archer. Not a bad one, but not what we're looking for at least. The one thing I will say is, if we don't get a shiny, it's going to be a lot easier afterwards. Oh, that's it. We get an overworld. Are these repeatable overworld encounters, I guess? Maybe? I don't know if it's a solo static. Well, they don't have anything to really knock it out with. Okay, so we should... Oh, so Perish Strong. That's going to be fun. Maybe if we get a shiny Absol, it'll go in a Master Ball. Now I'll have to get another one from my other Reggie. Yes, stop using Perish Strong on me, please. You didn't knock it out, man. Come on, Reelaboom, I thought this would be easier. Probably should have just used Full Swap, it would have done more damage. Do things reappear then here? Are these literally one-off spawns? That's not helpful, is it? So Absol is going to be difficult, isn't it? From what I can tell. It's not a wild encounter. Oh no, there we are. It is one that comes in the grass. Must be just a rarer one. We're mostly going to run away from them. I'm going to have to take the 1 in 1000 on Absol. Yeah, it's not the best, but it would. Maybe it is just a rare spawn in both areas. What's that noise? That an absolute noise. Big elephants, because you know, elephants, monkeys, Kaleidos. So it is looking like it's a bit of a rare encounter. So it's going to be even harder to catch. And we've had 3. Only 1,021 to go till we should have a shiny. Alright, I think that's how the odds work. Boom, go away. If I knew how to put the Pokemon away, I probably would. Nope, that's a Vanillash. So I'm guessing it's just both areas. What is that? Right, we're going to stick to this bit of the grass. I think it's going to be a little bit better. No. So I've kind of come to the conclusion that Absol is not going to be worth doing early. Just looking for it has taken me probably 26 Nickit encounters. It's not worth it at the moment. We'll come back for it. We're going to have a little look around wild area, see if we've got the Purloins and or Panchams. I think we'll get to the end of this grass and see if another one turns up. So it's difficult really, isn't it? It would be one of the coolest shinies to get. We will say that. Snorunt. Snorunt, Snorunt. Do you want to play, my friend? No. We're going. We'll leave you alone. You can stay there for a little bit longer. Yeah, so we know this is not a good idea. What we're going to do is we are going to do the wild area. We can get a quick heal up as well. And then go and check our Purloins. So you heal us, don't you? I haven't checked the weathers at all. I'm pretty confident this first area can never be the things we want. These are just going to be like Sneasels, aren't they? So they're not really too important. Sneasels and Vanillash. Vanilla something. We're not on ice yet, so not too worried. What do we get here? This looks like hot weather. Beltoy. There is Nuzleaf, but that is doable somewhere else. Not going to worry too much about that. There isn't any point in wasting my time on the ones we can get elsewhere. We will check the shift tree if it's there. Oh no, we'll check this, it's even better. No? Okay. So that's the thing we eventually need, a Pangoro. So we thought we would have a little peek, see what turns up, but I don't want to be, well, you only get one of these, so I want to see if I can find some Pancham or Purloin. Well, I may do a bit in the frigid sea and get chased down by Sharpedo. Oh, well, where's Kavana actually? Should look where I can get Kavana. That's something I haven't really ever put any time into. What have we got? These are the Purloins, aren't they? Okay, so we'll do a few Purloins. It's one of the more difficult ones to see shiny Purloin. From what I could tell, Liepard, lovely shiny, but this one's a little bit similar. What else is here? Okay, it's not the best for everything though. So, I'm really struggling to settle in an area, aren't I? We'll check Carvana as well, see where they spawn. Just see if these are bit better. No, they still are a lot of them. Now, we don't really want to do all of the other ones. Like, what have we got here? Oddish and more snow. Me seeing a brilliant one. Should I do it? Should I get a phase on the game where it's really hard to get shinies in general? Wheezing. Now there's toe. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Are you shiny? No. Okay, good. We decided to take a little punt. Say hello to a shiny and hope it was shiny anyway. Do we think Brilliant Aura should be rarer to see, but mean it is a shiny? Could that have been a thing in this game? Like, we know this area is no good. Axew's Eye? Does Axew's Eye get anything funky in it? Why has everything got brilliant auras around it? You're ice as well. Why is everything ice? We don't want the ice types, please. Like, we'll do Sneasel or Sneasel in the other games. Sandstorm? What happens in a sandstorm? Machamps. This is literally only fighting zone, isn't it? Not much help, this one. Is Carvana only in the Isle of Armor as well? That's another question I should ask myself. So what do we have here? Ghosts. A little bit disappointing area, that one. No, there is a bishop. No, I'm not going to check that bishop. I can't be bothered. I don't want it to be shiny because I'm going to do bishop in Legend Scarlet. What do we have here? Driftblim? What else is here? I can't even see anything other than Driftblim. Really? I've got to be more than a Driftblim. Right. We'll check the live card. We get one static at least. See whether we get lucky? We don't. Sadly. Let's keep on going then. What else is in this area? Right. Oh, there is... What's that? It is Purloins, okay. Should we stick to it? Or should we not? That'll be the question. Is it a good idea or a bad idea? I think it's... The fog makes that difficult. What's this going to offer me then? This offers me... That Purloin? Purloin, that's good. I think there are Skorupi here. If I get the shiny Skorupi in this game over my main target game, I won't be very happy. I think will be the best way I can put that. Skorupi? Nope, oh, good. We don't need you today. You're going to be our friend and appear on Saturday in Legends Arceus. So we can finally get one on the board in that game. I can't keep having maybes. Right. The other thing is Kavana. Where do I get a Kavana? Like, I know where Sharpedo comes in, but I don't want to just do that one. It'll be annoying. What did we run into? Ah, hands! Where can we get this? Nowhere. So it is in the sea, apparently. No. Training lowlands. What's that mean in English? I know where it is, but does that mean it's in the water, or is it a fishing encounter? Like, I'm too scared that I'll get one of those. To be honest, I don't want to. So what does it say? Fishing. 40%? Maybe we could chain fish it? We haven't done chain fishing in a while. Yeah, we could do a chain fish. We haven't done that. New shiny hunting method in the training lowlands. Let's do it. And we'll see just how bad I am at it. Where are the training lowlands? There they are. I will learn the map one day, I promise. I am probably just making this way more difficult than I need to. What is that? That cipher. That cipher's very high up. Right. Tauros, hello. Now where are the fishing spots here? Are there some like further away? I'd rather not do it. Yeah, there's a nice one. That's a nice one. I'm well out of the way. Nothing on the grass is going to get me. Let's get fishing. Because nothing says fishing. Okay. Nothing says good content than watching someone fish. And fish badly in my case. And your Magikarp. Well, technically you count too. So or if this is the free, we are counting Mega Gyarados as a dark type for my challenge. But it is a dark type, but we're counting it towards the total. So let's carry on. So I'm not really sure how chain fishing works, but I know that everyone says don't do it. So here we are, we're going to try it. There's no other way of getting this in this game unless I breed. And I think fishing's slightly more interesting than breeding eggs. I think. Could be wrong. We'll find out in about 10 minutes when I get bored of this. And go back to Zigzagoons. Or if I only get Magikarps, because it definitely said that the Kavanos was higher percentage. Unless it's the weather, and then it's my fault for being stupid. Because I never understand the weathers in these games. But we'll see, we'll see. We've got time. It's not the worst thing that can happen. It is a slow method though, I will say that. But I was very not impressed that it's only Magikarp. Is Cerebi lying to me again? This is like when I lost a Pokemon in my Nuzlocke because they lied about what Iron Treads had as moves. Right, let's see, where is it in the Pokedex? Is it a weather dependent one? Maybe. Where are we? I should learn these. The only reason I'm going to go this way is because I don't really like the Cerebi website. Well, better say, my computer doesn't like the Cerebi website. And always lags and bugs whenever I go on it. So, I bet that's the two, isn't it? Just, oh, here we are. Does it tell me the habitat? Here, in just generally any weather. Okay. I am in the right place. I'm not doing it wrong for once. We will become the greatest trainer in all of the world and catch every shiny Pokemon. 100% be the first person to ever do that, right? No one's ever got a complete shiny living dex before. There we are. When I look for it in the dex, it appears. It's like it is Joe Hendry waiting for me, the fish. But I believe if you do so many, you start getting the brilliant aura spawns in the fish. So hopefully that means we're in a good chance to get a shiny. If it's like X and Y, I'm fine with it taking a little bit of time. I can fish in there all day. Never have a problem. But this game, if you want me to fish, you're going to have to tell me how to do it properly. And if you could give me one brilliant aura, I'd be happy. Kavada. Num 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 num. Because I don't have a problem just swimming around the sea and dealing with the rest. That's always going to be there. They're always going to attack me, even when I don't need them. Let's see. Ooh. The slow game. It is strange that the newer games completely did away with complete random encounters. There is some joy in not knowing what you're going to get. I will say I do miss that era. But then there's also great love for being able to just go for exactly what's due to be there. So it's kind of middle ground for me. Oh, and we're getting more of the one we want. Because we know that we can get the magic up pretty much anywhere else. So we're not that worried. Let's go. Fish, catch, shark thing. No, not a Magikarp. I also like to point out that we do have the shiny charm in this game, so we should have our best potential odds. It's not like in the last one when we were playing Scarlet. We did not have shiny odds. We still had an amazing day. But it is a lot more difficult in that game, shall we say. To get the decks complete, will that save more than anything? Purely because I spent a lot of time. It was a Nuzlocke, so we don't have much money to go around catching anything. Yeah. So that's why we're a long way off having the shiny charm. Fish. Catch. Okay, so we've learned that fishing is sort of good, because it's not searching for too much, it's just press buttons. We can do that, we can press buttons. But to get the shiny one's going to take a bit longer, I think, than my X and Y days of fishing. I believe I only managed to get one in X and Y as well, which is a bit frustrating. And they're back to being slow and difficult. So I think my plan for after today is going to be more work on the PLA decks, is to get them a little bit easier for future runs, shall we say, with these challenges. As I say, we've been sort of working for a few of them. And that's kind of the long-term goal. it is as bad as watching fishing in real life, isn't it? I'm going to go till we get the Brilliant Aura one. We'll do one Brilliant Aura and we'll just go and do some zigzagoos again. It seems easier. Yeah, because this is very slow. And not that enjoyable to be part of. So yeah, this is... But we said before, this was always difficult, this game. It's always going to be harder. Which is why I'm quite happy to do it here and just natter about rubbish, everyday things. It doesn't really matter. It's as we say, it's something you can do, but imagine doing this on your own. You will be very, very tired by the end of it. Well, I would, definitely. Magico? Nope. Sad times. No, I thought that was Brilliant Aura for a minute. I was wrong. Ooh. So we can get the sharks too. Let's go. Shiny. Magic up. It was strange though, because I did nearly, what, 3 hours on PLA last night, and I didn't get a single shiny when I was working through it. A very strange day. I was only going for a few things anyway, like, as I said, we're working to complete some of the dexes. So that was kind of our mission. So the other thing about this game is I'm going to have to do longer sessions if I really want to hit the shiny. But yeah. Can we get that lucky? Is this a thing we can do? Probably not. And as we said, the fishing is a lot slower. So, because it's slower, not much happens between it all. So I kind of end up going round and round and hoping something clicks. Interesting. And if it does click, we get a shiny. If it doesn't, we're stuck. The thing is, if I get most of Scarlet and Violet done, it will free up more space in the other games. So there is that side of it I could do a little bit more work towards. But I don't know if that's good or bad. If we're honest. Which is the main reason why we may do Violet next, but I need to really make that big decision. Like, finish Scarlet, put it away, or go for Violet and just go for another like blitz session where we get loads. As we said, like 2 times in Paldea we've got 4 shinies each time, so it is the best for that challenge. As we said, sadly, we've not had much luck in Sword or Shield or PLA. Oh, big shark. Well, a shark head anyway. Don't tell the captain. Fishing is fun. That's what they say. I don't know who for, but it just isn't me. But the more we go, surely the better luck we'll get. Right? Is that how it works? Or do we have to make our own luck? No. Nope. You're not something good, are you? Oh, nope. I don't even think I've beaten one of these, so the odds are probably terrible. So we might knock this one out just for numbers to get us to 1 beaten. Doesn't make too much difference. Oh dear. There's no point going for like 2 or 3. I'm not going to get up to the 50. I did think though that you were meant to get Brilliant Aura after so many. No? I thought we would have done that many by now. But I don't know. Bit confused with that, to say the least. You know what, we're done with fishing. I'm not enjoying that at all. We will head back to our zigzagoons. We can fly to here. Like, Ziggies were working well. We were seeing enough. Any here? Oh, there's a Nickit. We'll check the Nickit here. And then we'll go. Barracuda. Fishing? No? Okay. And here we are. We're home sweet home. We're in Six Lagoon now. Look at them all. No wonder they're angry. They're stuck on an island. Do you reckon they can swim? That's the question, because there's a lot here. It makes it look like they're trapped for eternity. Ooh. A nick it. Go nick it. So as we've mentioned, this is not going great. And I don't know how well it's ever going to go. But you can kind of see why I tend not to do as much in this game. Because it is so much of nothing a lot of the time. We can actually knock a few more out now, because I remember we did fill up the PPs on our Pokemon, so that's good. Maybe we could get to 50. Oh dear. But I am already getting to the stage where I think we're going to have one game carry us through the whole of this challenge. That is Powder. So it's a bit sad, really. I would love to do more shiny hunting. I really would love to do more in this game. I think I do like this game more than most people. But it's just so slow. And because it's slower, I don't enjoy it as much. Hopefully we could get Nick it up to maybe 300 with a slightly better odds. But it's more difficult because you can't see as many, I guess. And because you can't see them, you notice it. Like, we saw, like, just when we were doing the Paradox Group 1A yesterday, just how many we can see, which makes it a lot easier. Like, you think if I had to encounter as many as we had seen, it would have taken 2, 3, 4 hours minimum. Oh, we're getting to all the blip bugs. One more nick it, and then maybe we'll do a reset. Nick it. Come on, this is the one we want the most. We want nick it. It'll be our favourite little fella. Okay, so that's good. There's a full reset. All we have is bugs and dogs. Okay. Good, we got Nickit first. We too late, as we say. We want to see more of Nickit. I'm hoping it'll be back in next game. Ziggy. Oh, Ziggy. And we'll go back and check this one. Okay, you can come first then. Push in, don't worry, Zigzagoon. Oh, nick it. Nope, not the one we want. At least this is doing really good for the number that we're seeing. I think this is pretty good. Part of me wishes I had done a counter for it, but then I also know how frustrating the counters are to deal with. I want to see if it has like we can't use false swipe on this. And that's the thing. It's a scary thing to remember. That's right, we don't really mind knocking a few more out. We'll check our numbers as well, see if we're getting to the next level for both of them. So I think it was 50 and 300 I needed for these two. Nickit is close to 300, if not over it now. Zigzagoon, we're stumbling to 50. We're a long way away from it. But after saying that, I might just do false swipes on them and see if they knock themselves out. Another Zigzagoon, see whatever moves they have. Always be good to know a bit more research for when you come to face them later down the line. That's going to hurt, isn't it? And that wasn't. Okay, maybe not. I'm not going to play with the Zigzagoons. No. All the bit bugs are turning up now. Okay, we've got these little areas. Try our luck here. Take out the microphone while we're here, just calmly. Don't worry, we are still trying. Let's have a look here. Something quickly. I think we probably could knock it out with knockoff, to be honest. Yeah, it's not very effective, but we are like 60 levels higher. And that does help. Okay. No. Purloin. I thought purloins were here. Oh, I got the wrong one. So it is like the dark corner of the game. Then you could fish for the cabanas as well. Okay, not terrible. We'll keep with it until they disappear. Actually, if we go to that corner, we can reset that bit area. It's this one that's harder to reset. We discovered anyway. Nope, we want Nickets first. 6 ago, wait your turn this time. Oh, it has a sucker punch. That's what it was hitting me with. Yeah, so we did manage to reset them, which is what we wanted to do. I'm probably actually going to save the game in this corner, so it's easier just to start here. And we also wanted to check the numbers, didn't we? We'll try to get to the hour and then we'll probably stop today. We've said that this game is very difficult to get into. Let's go for a beat this one up. Reset that side and then come back and attack them all. Yeah, we did say we wanted to get a few more done. But the problem is when this is going so slow, it's not as enjoyable as the other games, I'm gonna be honest. And, well, as I say, like, to make this more fun, you kind of want to be chatting nonsense to people. And I am not the best at bringing everyone into my streams, am I? Let's have a look at these two. See how many we've knocked out. Okay. Pokedex. This one. So Nickit, we have not reached 300 for, and Zigzagoon, we are 10 away. So at least we know what we're going to aim for. We want to get these two done, and then we will stop for today. So we need to do 10 more Zigzagoons. Which probably means I need to change Pokemon soon. And 7 more Nickits, and then we're done. And as I said, most of what I'm going to do for the rest of the day is work on completing the Legends Arceus Daxes. As I've also said, I would love to try my luck at the Lavington Challenge, but I feel like I would need to really do it on a stream, and I'm not sure if I'm mentally ready to do something as slow as that. It looks draining. I tried just doing it naturally at the end of the game and I got bored. Yes, there are a few more tricks which will make it easier, but getting there is the problem for me. So knockoffs are enough. That's good. So we need now 5 more Nickits and 8 more Zigzagoons, and then we've hit our targets for the day. It's roughly okay. Like, if we get the shiny, it's a bonus, but I don't think I'm that lucky. I've said before, like, in this game, I have played for hours looking for Wooloos, and most recently hours looking for Whismers, and all I got was nothing. So yeah, we didn't get what we needed. So we've sort of got to a slower stage in this game. It's because I've been so spoiled in Scarlet and Violet over the years. So because we were spoiled, we've now got to the stage where it's a little bit slower and there's less to play with as such. You feel like it's taking longer when it's probably taking about the right amount of time, where it's a lot of work to do, but it's earned when you get there. And if it's earned when you get there, it's kind of a good thing. Let's be honest, if you are going to spend an hour or two shiny hunting, at least you want to feel like you've earned it, rather than just pretty much being given it by making a sandwich. That's a different problem, really, isn't it? As we said, we're going to just get these to their next marker to maybe a bit easier to get shine, or should trim our odds down a bit more. But if we don't, so we won't. That is always our goal. Make our lives easier. Zigzagoon's more important than the Nickit, because the odds are already terrible on the Zigzagoon. But I've lost count of how many Zigzagoons we've just knocked out, so probably not enough yet. But as we said, if we can hit 50 on them, it's good. Zigzagoon is 47. Okay, so we need 3 and 5. or 2 and 5 now. The sad thing is we'd probably, if we do bug next, have to come back to this spot to do the blip bugs. Bugs is a little bit more difficult because, well, there's a few that are a bit easier in Let's Go, most notably the Viridian Forest ones. So that would be quite good for us to do the Viridian Forest ones, but they then have to also set the game up. And yeah, nah. I'm one of the laziest Let's Go players you'll ever see. Oh, bit bug. Why'd you have to stand in the middle? Why couldn't you just stick to the sides like everybody else and just be normal? No, well, at least we got rid of it, so it may turn out to be something else. Maybe what we're looking for in the kit. So this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually finish in the corner this time. Just because, well, it's a bit better to start here. Like, we're going to be doing this area the most. So why not have it prepared and be here ready for the next episode? But we've also discovered that this is going to take a long time. Part of me is even tempted just to record it, but not stream it. But then that goes against what the point of the challenge is, to catch them all on a stream. Unless I find one in Go. I'm going to count anything I find in Go because, well, there's no way to improve my odds, it's all luck. And, well, I'm mixed bag for luck. I've had 2 and 2, well, yesterday and the day before, but they weren't dark types. One was a brother of a dark type. Right, I'm just going to do that 6 of wing because it's going to annoy me that it's there. But that's going to pretty much be it for today. Sadly, we did not reach that shiny one that we were after. Okay, we run into the blip bug. You better not be shiny, my friend. You better not be. If you are, you're going to have problems. Right, so yeah, maybe not in the bush. So we're going to end up here. Like, we did not get the shiny we were looking for, sadly. But hopefully next time we will have a bit more luck. So when it comes to everything, we can actually hit the shiny we're looking for. So thank you for everyone who came in to watch. But until next time, goodbye, and we'll be on Legends Arceus on Sunday. Have a good day.